unbeknownst to me, any of my historical things that I did, one of the things that just kind of felt unique for me when I meditated was to create a ceremony around it. And, do it in the privacy of my own bedroom. I don't have a spouse, didn't have a spouse at the time to be critiqued or judged in any way or form. So I just kind of did what I thought, out of what I felt was right. And during these ceremonies, I felt like I had something in my throat that needed to come out. And you might say, well, that's your throat chakra opening. But at the time, I wasn't really aware of that. There was nobody to go to. There was nobody telling me that, oh, that means this and this means that, and when you experience this and this is what's coming. I didn't have any mentors. Most of the information I've always had to derive from my own research, my own thought, nobody guiding me any certain way except, trying to be open to spirit. So as I'm doing these ceremonies, I started coming out with it. I was speaking like this gibberish language, and I soon learned that that was light language. And as I started to practice it more, it became more refined and more defined. And when I do my light language, it comes very indigenous. It's got a very earthy, Native American, Polynesian type structure to it. And I'd be happy to do it for anybody at some point during the night. So you can, sure. So you can get the flavor of that. And as I did that, I started to get information like, wow, I really need to connect to Native American culture. And as a young boy, I had visited an Indian reservation. The Mohawk reservation is not far from my house. It's about an hour and 10 minutes. And I don't remember the reason why that my parents brought me there, but I started to draw back to that time, and the Native American man who I had met with gave me this little purse, this beaded purse. It was made out of leather, and I wish I still had that. But I started to get more interested. I'm like, wow, what's in me that has this Native American culture? And the more that I dug, the more that I found, and it led me down a path to become so interested in Hopi Native American petroglyphs. Speed up another couple of years, and after doing all this research and learning and going to sacred sites all over the United States and visiting and performing some grid work back and forth with this, I had learned that I had some Hopi DNA within my DNA structure. So that was the tie that was kind of bringing me back. And that's where the collective of Native American Indian chiefs came into my awareness and started to come into me and provide me with information and channeling so I could bring them in. And I also have what I call claircognizance, meaning, boom, I have like this instantaneous knowing. Don't know how I know, don't know why I know, I just know that I know. And what's really interesting is that, when I fact check the information, I'm like, son of a gun, this is right. How does this happen?
That's awesome.
And the Native American tribes are very integrated with the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians have been visiting Native Americans for thousands of years, and they're still in contact with them. So the people currently that are having really direct contact, physical contact and conversations with many extraterrestrials happen to be our most indigenous cultures right now.